If you have been paying for API access to run models, stop. There are platforms right now giving you completely free API access to some of the most powerful open source models available, like Qwen, Kimi, and Mixtral, and almost nobody's talking about them. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 of the best ones, walk you through getting your free API key on each one, and show you exactly how you can build with them before you even pay a single dollar. The first platform on our list today is grok.com. Go to grok.com, you click. Grok is not an AI model company, it's an inference company. What that means is that they build their own custom hardware called the LPU, that's Language Processing Unit, specifically designed to run AI models at extreme speed, and they are giving you free access to use it. Click on the sign in here. You can sign in with your Google account, your GitHub. I'll sign in with my Google. Sign in. You wait for it to log in. You open. You are now in Grok. After signing in, let's go to the dashboard. Here, you will see where the API keys. This is where everything lives. Share your limits, your usage, your logs, your batch. On the right hand side here, you see your API keys. Click on create an API key. Create an API key. You name it. Let me name it lesson 1. You click on expiration. You can choose no expire, or you can choose custom date. After so date, it will expire. Leave it at 7 days and no expiration. You verify that you are human. You click on submit. Look at it. Your API is your API key. You have to copy it and save it somewhere safe. This is the only time Grok will show you to you. You will not see this API key again, so you have to save it somewhere safe. If you lose it, you only need to generate a new one. So let me copy it. Click on my note, create a new note, paste it. Grok. Okay, after creating your API key, you head over to your docs. Then head over to models. Okay. Here are all the free models you can access. The Meta Llama, ChatGPT, OS 20 billion parameters, the 120 billion parameters, the Whisper Audio model, and many other models, depending on your project. Okay, after that, you head over to your playground to test out the whole models. Click on playground right here. Here it will open. Here, you can choose as many models as you want. These are all the models. You can choose any model you want. Let's test out this ChatGPT OS, the 120 billion parameter. You click on submit. Look at it. Under a second, ultra fast gives you the answer. It can write, edit, information, great work, programming, and so on. You can choose other model here. Let's choose the Llama 3.370 billion parameters. Let's text. What can you do? Click on send, submit, look at it. It gives you the whole response. Under a second, your whole response is here. This is actually free to use in your project or anywhere you want to use it. Grok is the fastest free inference platform available right now, and you can start using it with only one API key. Our second platform for getting our free API key is NVIDIA NIM. First, go to build.nvidia.com. Click on enter. Here it is. You are inside NVIDIA now. This one carries a different kind of weight because of who is behind it. NVIDIA is the company that builds the GPUs every major AI lab in the world runs their model on. When NVIDIA builds an inference platform, the infrastructure is serious. So to use it, all you have to do is click on log in. Click on enter your email. I have registered before. You just have to choose your email and password. If you have not registered before, you can create a new account with your Gmail and log any of your email and log in. So I've registered before I enter my email. I click on next. Okay, it's quite loading. Okay, You can skip it for now. It will ask you to enter your authenticator app code. You can skip for now, redirecting back to nvidia.com. Okay, here we are. We are inside NVIDIA now. Once you are in, it will land you on the model catalog, which is here on the right, so on the left side menu. You click on models. Here you are. There are over 300 models or 80 to 300 models, top tier models such as Meta, Llama, Microsoft V, Google Gamma specialized model for code generation, for function calling, for structured data output. These are same models developers of major companies use this today, and most of them are free. Let us check out the Minimax M3. Here is Minimax M3. They give you the code to run it on Python or any long chain, node, or shell. So now to get an API key, you just have to go to your dashboard here on your right hand, click on your account, you click on API keys. You wait for it to load. So inside your dashboard, you also click on your generate your key. You can name it, let me lesson like we did in Grok lesson 1. Expiration, you can set it to no, never expire, or you can change it to any time you want. Let's set it to never expire. You click on generate key. You don't need any separate key for each model. Only this key can give you access to over the 80 top tier models in this platform. Here is the API key. You have to copy it and save it somewhere that you can get access, because this is the last time you will be able to see it on that platform. Let me name it NVIDIA key and save. You go back to NVIDIA, you copy, and you, after saving it, you then close. You go back to your models. Here now, to access the free models, all these ones that has the free endpoint are the free models to use. This one is a downloadable model. You just have to click here, free endpoints. Look at it, over 63 free models to use. Once you click on the free endpoints, the whole free models will be available for you to use. All these are free models. The GLM 5.2, Minimax M3, all of them are free and available for you to use. The rate limit on this free tier are solid too. You are not going to hit a wall after 10 minutes request. You can run real experiment, test full workflow, and build working prototypes entirely for free. And because it's NVIDIA infrastructure running everything, latency is low and uptime is reliable. This isn't some side project running on borrowed server. It's enterprise grade infrastructure with a free tier that's actually usable. So all these are free. All these are free. So to get access to anyone, let me say we want to use okay, I want to use the Google, the DeepSeek AI V4 Flash. Yeah, here is it. This is your base URL. You insert your API key here. This is the model name, and this is your prompt. You can prompt it here, effort, reason, and others. You can also test it here on the playground. So all these models, you can access them and use them on in your day-to-day platform. To use GLM 5.2, you just click on the model, you click copy the base URL, your API key, and then the model, and you insert it wherever you want to make use of them. This is actually free. Look at it, your API limit up to 40 RPM. So it's actually free. It can also serve you to build or to test out your project. So let's move to the platform number 3, which is Open Router. Likewise, just like Grok and NVIDIA, Open Router is also a model, is also a company that is probably the most powerful, the most useful of the three for someone who wants maximum flexibility with minimum setup. Instead of using multiple API keys across different platforms, Open Router gives you access to over 200 models from dozens of different providers. So to get it started, to get API key, you just have to visit openrouter.ai. Once you enter, you click on your sign up or sign in. You can use your Google, GitHub, or your MetaMask, or your normal email. I'll be using Google to sign in. Click on Google, verify. you use your sign in with your email. Once you sign in with your email, you now have access to all these modules. But mind you, some of the modules are paid, some of them are free. So after signing in, you are inside. You can go here, charts, banking, apps, documents. But what we are interested here is your API key. Navigate to your dashboard by your right hand side. You click on activities. Now, if you click on your activities, it will bring you here. Look at it. I have 0.0, everything, no credit card, nothing is inside here. Then head over to your API keys. This was my previous API keys. You also have to click on your new key. Name your key, then also name it lesson one. Also choose no expiration or 1 hour or 1 day, depending on what you're testing out. Leave out these ones. And you click on create. Yeah, boom, this is your API key. You also copy it and save it somewhere safe. This key now can now help you access over 200 API, over 200 open source models on this platform. You don't need several keys for each API, for each model. So you copy your API key, go over to your notes, you paste, let me name it. Open router, I name it open router, you come back. Remember, you have to save it somewhere safe where you can access it because this is the last time you see the API keys. Okay. After copying, you now move over to the models so that you can access the whole models. Here are all the models: the text model, the image generation model or the visual model, the audio model, the video models that you can use depending on your project. And remember, all of them are not free. To find the free ones, just type free and you see all of the free models there. The NVIDIA, the Link 3.0, all are free here. You can all see all of them over 20, 30, depending on your filter. All of them are all free here. Okay, let's test out the ChatGPT OSS 20 billion parameter and see what it can do. Click on it, you open. So here now, if you want to copy the model ID, just hover around the left side, you can see the model ID there. You click on that copy, and that's your model ID. You can also test it out on your playground. Let me test it by saying, what can you do? Click on send. The models are fast enough. Look at it, under 5 seconds, you got a reply. Then it. You can see ChatGPT for architecture. It can brainstorm idea, translate code, edit, generate text, creative collaboration. It can do a lot of things for a free model. Okay, so you head over back to your model. That's one of the free models. There are other models too you can test out here and check the one that works best for you. So here is what makes Open Router the best option for developers specifically. The API format is completely compatible with SDK, OpenAI SDK. That means if you have any existing code built around OpenAI, you can just change only two things. That's the base URL and the model name. Everything else stays the same. You don't need to change a lot of things. Just change these two things. Now, let's head over to testing our API keys. Head over to where you pasted your API keys. You copy, let's test the grok key first. Copy your grok key. Here is a Python code that I wrote down for testing out the API keys. All you have to do here is just to replace where you wrote your grok API key. Replace it with your real API keys. Replace it, then you head over to Grok for the model ID. Here is our model ID. Click here to choose your model. You can choose any of the models here. Click and copy the model ID. Go back to your notes and replace the Llama model ID there with your specific model that you want to use. Then here is your prompt. Type in what you want to type. Click on Ctrl A to highlight and Ctrl C to copy. Now we are going to be using our command prompt to test it out. Head over to your start menu and search for command prompt. Open it. Click on the plus sign for the Windows PowerShell. That's what we are going to be using. Then here it is. What you have to do is Ctrl V if you're Windows to paste in the code we copied earlier. paste it, and click on enter and wait for some seconds for a response. Here it is. Our Llama 3.370 billion parameter model is working with Grok, all for free without paying or registering your credit card. This is how you can use Grok API for free. All you just need is this URL, your API key, and your model ID. So let's go back and test out the open router key. Okay, let's test out. Copy open router key, copy it. Then here is my open router Python code. To test it out, you replace the key there with your key. Your base URL is pointing to open router. Make sure it's pointing to open router. Then you head over to open router website to get a valid model ID. Here, you can use any model here, but I'm going to be using the ChatGPT OS model here. All you have to just do is to copy the model ID there. You copy it, come back to your code, and replace the Google Gamma ID there with your model ID. Your prompt, and you click Ctrl A to highlight and Ctrl C to copy. Come back to your terminal. Remember, above is for the Grok that we just tested. Now we are going to be testing the open router key. Click on Ctrl V to paste and click on enter and hang on for some seconds for a response. Remember, all these are free and very fast enough. After some seconds, the model will respond. Look at it, here it is. I am ChatGPT. That's our model we copied, which means our open router API key is working. So here it is. Our open router key is working. Remember, you can change the model to your own desired model. So just copy your base URL and your API key and your model to your project. And your project is working on a free API key. So that's for open router. Now let's test the NVIDIA API key. That's our last API key. You come here, you copy your NVIDIA API key. Open the Python code, replace the API key there with your own API. Remember, all these code are just for testing sake. You can just, it's the same thing, it works as the same as your project. You just have to replace the API key on your project with your real API key and the model ID. Head over to NVIDIA to get a free model ID. Activate the free endpoint to show free models. So here it is, our response. I used the Minimax M3. Here is completely free. I used it to test out the code and I got a response. Here it is, everything working perfectly. So to recap, these three platforms all free, all giving you real API access to models you can actually build with right now. The fastest free inference available with Llama 3, Gemini running on their own custom hardware. NVIDIA for reliability 80 plus models backed by the company running AI infrastructure for entire industry. An open router for flexibility. 1 key 200 plus models fully compatible with the open SDK, so you can plug it into anything you have already built. The honest truth is most people are still paying for access to compatibility that are still sitting right here for free. These platforms work. Developers who know where to look are using them already. Now you too, you do. In our next video, I'm going to take one of these free APIs and use it to build something real, a working AI chatbot you can actually deploy. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. If you want me to dive deep into any of these platforms specifically, drop a comment below telling me which one. See you in our next video.